see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Cam Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Going to my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be... It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Newton on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Jaguars hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cam's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Hard throw, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Burrow looking to pass. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Here's Newton. Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Newton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Newton. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now Newton. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 24 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Burrow on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Burrow will throw. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Now Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have moved out in front. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing again on second down. Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the mark. They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now, not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind continue in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and goal. Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Newton's throw into the hands of Kirk.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Newton on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To the air again, Newton.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
On third down, Fournette. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Newton. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Jones has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down. Here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 41, Newton throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. And a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Newton throwing again. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's caught. Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Fournette is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action. It's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw. Buying time. Oh, no, he lost the football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Newton. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Pass complete to Higgins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Newton. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bengals have... We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt.